let me just take a moment and join Frank, and I know all of you, in wishing Jack Rives, the Executive Director of the American Bar Association, and so many others who serve not only within the ranks of our volunteers, but also among our professional staff, a happy Veterans Day. Not a day goes by in my work with the American Bar Association that I don't see demonstrated the professionalism and the commitment and dedication of our service members as they go on in their careers to serve our country as lawyer leaders across the nation. Our presence here, the American Bar Association's presence here on this Veterans Day with the Legal Services Corporation, I hope underscores our commitment to the work of LSC. It also underscores our commitment to what LSC is all about, helping those in need, those who need assistance in gaining access to justice that all of us on so many levels take for granted. We know those who have served our country in times of need and defended the rule of law on which our republic rests are so deserving of that help among so many others. And I can tell you that when I gave remarks this last Friday in Washington, D.C. at the ABA's Law and National Security Conference, which was a gathering of lawyers and judges from across the nation, JAG officers and legal counsel for many of the federal agencies across the country involved in national security, in-house counsel who work in that arena, as well as private practitioners. What I told them in my remarks is that as lawyers, we seek excellence in our profession and uphold the rule of law when we are defending our nation and our values that make America the beacon for liberty and democracy. And I underscored, though, that just as importantly, our service members, men and women in the military, are the critical cog that really goes about each and every day implementing that national security policies that we have, because they are that commitment that shines bright not only at home in our nation, but across the globe. So throughout the year, the ABA works with government and military services and bar associations to promote veterans courts, and we have partnered with LSC and bar associations across this country, which have now established over 400 veterans courts across the United States. We've stepped up and worked on medical legal partnerships and their design in VA facilities, and free, affordable legal services opportunities through clinics and otherwise for service members through our military pro bono project, and for veterans, including veterans who comprise, as we all know, a significant portion of our homeless population in this country. Our pro bono advocacy, as you heard Jim talk about in his wonderful panel address, our pro bono advocacy leverages the best talent and experience of legal aid or lawyers across this country, including legal aid lawyers who are so dependent upon funding from the Legal Services Corporation. And we also leverage the talent and commitment of the attorneys you heard about earlier from Lisa and Peter, who are in law departments as well as in private practice, who want to do more each and every day to help our veterans and for our service members who are in active duty. A related ABA initiative is called Operation Standby, which enables active military lawyers to seek advice from lawyers in private practice who have expertise in an area about which they need help. So we need, as a profession, to continue to repay veterans for their service by seeking justice on their behalf. Our pro bono assistance through lawyers who are members of the American Bar Association and beyond help them secure the promised, and that's a critical word, the promised benefits that we have told them that they will have upon their return from service in our country. Benefits that include lifelong health benefits, appropriate services that they also need, including discharge upgrades, that they all struggle to obtain. And I ask you to remember, as you're out there, each and every one of us, that our profession has another way to assist veterans who come home and those who are coming out of the Army or even staying in active duty. And that is by helping those among them who want to become lawyers, who seek to be a part of our legal profession so that they can help those who they served with. I was just at the Coelho Center this past summer, which is a new center for disability at Loyola Marymount in Los Angeles, and they've started a fellowship program for young individuals with different abilities who want to go to law school, and it's a year-long program. And I sat next to a gentleman for a full day of training who was a veteran who had experienced 7 deployments and came home with traumatic brain injury. And his dream and his goal in life is to go to law school. He's already gotten 2 masters, and he wants to go to law school to be a lawyer, to do exactly what so many of you in this room do today. We need to support our veterans who want to become lawyers, and we at the American Bar Association will continue to do not only the great pro bono work that we engage in, but we'll continue to stand with our veterans. We'll continue to stand with the Legal Services Corporation, who inspires us to do even more because of the talent they have among its ranks. And as John said, there's no more important mission than to work on behalf of veterans. So join us at the American Bar Association as we support the LSC and support our veterans. Our finest moments and our most enduring contributions have been when we've used our voice at the American Bar Association and our resources for causes about which we can act with authority on policy and otherwise, and where we can influence impact. Those causes include pro bono for veterans and service members. Those causes include, so importantly, our steadfast commitment to the Legal Services Corporation and the talented legal aid lawyers which it supports. John and Jim, your work is our work, your mission is our mission, your imperative to help veterans and service members across this country is what we are here for today. We thank you because they deserve no less from each and any one of us. Thank you for your leadership and all of you in this room who have come here today, because we know at the American Bar Association that without your commitment, without the commitment of the Legal Services Corporation Board and all those within its ranks, that this work would not be done. Thank you for letting me be a small part of your day.